Hopefully the game's not too loud. I know my microphone volume's been kind of quiet. Let me try to fix that. But welcome to a world of horror. I don't really know what's gonna go on. I've only really seen a short amount of things. Kind of like went through a little bit of Kraken's playthrough and just kind of saw what it was kind of about and how it is, and yeah, I was always interested, and I'm glad I get to play it because of Game Pass. So let's get started. Would you like to play, or would you like to customize your next playthrough's look? There are many color palettes and display modes to choose from. Huh. Oh. I saw that we could change the color. Huh. I think we just go with... We'll go with classic for now. If that's your first time playing World of Horror, it is recommended that you start with the spine-chilling story of School Scissors option before trying more complex playthroughs. This is the difficulty settings. Oh. Alright, well, spine-chilling story of School Scissors. A tiny section of a standard playthrough, showcasing one of the available mysteries. City of Shizuoka, Japan, 1980X. Something strange is happening in our town. Robed figures can be seen gathering in the woods at night. People are going missing. Disgusting creatures are terrorizing the seaside. You heard titty? I'm confused. Let me fix the chat box real quick. Okay. That's good. The rapid technological progress of the modern era brings comfort, but also new unknown threats. Nah, you just hearing things, man. Old gods, malicious eldritch beings who ruled the earth eons ago are awakening as reality starts to crumble. Armed with clues, spells, and your dwindling sanity, you'll investigate mysteries across the city and in realms beyond. An old train slows down and stops at its last station. The end of the world is at hand, and you finally arrived in the doomed town. Oh. Did I miss something? Guess not. What am I looking at? So... ammo... Cauterize. I can cauterize something? Oh. Are our stats randomized? I'm not sure. But I'm looking pretty strong and knowledgeable and pretty perceptive. But whatever FND is, I suck at that, and I'm not very dexterous. Doom. So I guess click on the story so far. Welcome to the world of horror. Important messages will appear here. You've been following the weird cult for weeks now, barely surviving the encounter with the skin hag at the nursery. It's a race against time, and you can't rest until our town is safe. Combat tutorial on. Oh, so this is the start the mystery. Ooh. Spine-chilling story of School Scissors. Another boy from your school has disappeared. Rumor has it, a terrible woman has returned from the grave. A woman with the widest smile and the sharpest scissors. I've heard of this story before. Investigate this mystery. School is eerily quiet at this hour. Your missing friend has left you a notebook. If the rumors are true, to stop the tall woman with scissors, you'll need to perform a ritual to force her material form to appear in our dimension. Accomplishing this requires first the drawing of an eldritch sigil and then the lighting of a holy candles. Excuse me. You can only hope your friends has left them somewhere around the school. I can already perform the ritual without those. Wait, who just leaves holy candles here? Started the new mystery, sponge this. So let's access my storage. I have a knife. Papers. Friend's diary. You retrieved an item from the storage. Where do I check that? Right here? Also, you can get out of the monitor screen, by the way. Should be in the settings. Oh, let me check. No, that's not it. Oh. I kind of like the monitor view, though. Oh. Kind of makes it feel like I have like an old monitor. That and it's not so close to my face. Extra math? Oh god. That's the scariest thing in here so far. We'll keep it like this for now. And not because I'm hoping there's no jump scares. Oh. Nice, I already died. I accidentally exited. Well, that was a world of horror. Didn't know that meant to actually exit. Well, let's start a new life where that man never existed. I think it's still the same, actually. Yeah, it's still the same. We're going back. Jumping back in. Yeah. Give me that diary. Alright. Maru is acting strange. I need to talk with her after class. I hope she didn't attempt the ritual herself. 18th of whatever month this is. The sigil can weaken the demon for a while. Careful with the lines. I've hidden the candles in one of the classrooms. Tomorrow I will perform the ritual. That's in one of the classrooms. Oh, who are you? Your missing friend has left you a notebook. Rumors are true. This will stop the tall woman with scissors. I already read that. Is that supposed to be me? Also, let me see. My stats are still actually the same, so maybe it's not random. Let's just explore the school. Oh, is this the sigil? Staring disbelief. Impossible angles and seemingly moving lines make your head spin. Stare in disbelief. Needs Ikumi ally. This needs a Ikumi ally. Oh, I need that person named Ikumi. Stare in disbelief. Charisma check. Success. How is this possible? -1 reason. Resolve this again. I passed my charisma check. Plus chalk not found. Holy candles not found. I feel like something horrible is happening within the school. Let's hurry and find those items. Still trying to find them items. Check out the school lockers. They said it was in the classroom. Why am I in the locker room? Oh well. You need a tiny key to open the locker. You found a new item. Wooden bat. Nice. I picked that up. Ah! What's this? Oh, it had teeth in there. Ouch. Did I already get hurt? Oh, the crowning mote's already gone? Darn. I wanna... What? Two-handed strength. Damage +4. Speed 80. Chance to hit. Slightly dusty. I want to equip it. Now I'm ready for all the evil creatures and scissor women. Can I like click around in here? No? Guess not. Spells, items, status. Let's already check that. Explore some more. No, it didn't seem like they opened. They didn't highlight or anything. You hear a faint sound while walking outside the biology classroom. Inside is an old anatomy model. Its heart beating. The sight almost makes you sick, -1 stamina. Oh no. I lost some HP from that. Something evil stalks the empty school corridors. Found an additional page from your friend's diary. It seems that the blessed chalk was left on the roof. Just hurry and find it. Okay, so the blessed chalk is... Oh, if something is in the corridors, I shouldn't peek outside, should I? You know what? Let's peek outside. Why not? Nothing scary is gonna be there, right? Right? How you doing, Vika? Yeah, I'll definitely let you guys know. Completely blind. Well, kind of completely blind. I watched someone play a little bit of it, but thanks for asking. Let's see. Find an additional page from your friend's diary. It's blah blah blah. To open the door, click on the handle and drag the mouse, and the mouse button will be pressed. Okay, so the game won't punish you for the most stuff. There's no band editing. Perfect. Ah! Ah! What is that? ABC endings. Interesting. What the? New achievement unlocked? Shouldn't risk that again. Okay. Explore school. You know, did I just like walk by him? On the roof, you find the girl your friend was talking about. In one hand, she holds a bag. In the other hand, a pair of bloody scissors. Oh, hi, lady. Fill a combat sequence white bar with moves and click the launch sequence to attack the enemy. Okay. 12 HP, 15 power. What does that mean? -1 all damage. Your sequence. Huh. Interesting. Defensive actions. Ooh. I'm excited. Kick, attack with your weapon. Time needs 59. How you do, Aaron? Prepare your attack. Need the firearm to perform the action. Attack boost. Why not? No. Let's just go all in. Just hit her. Can I do like a? No, I can't do another strong attack. Swing, and a wait. Air attack. Next attack is guaranteed to hit. Now we're just gonna keep hitting. Take this. Turn 2 begins. Mario bashes you with a bag. Okay. Still hitting you. Aha! Take that, Mario. Resolve combat. 8 EXP. You found a blessed chalk, which you can use to draw the sigil in your ritual. You can copy the sigil as best you can on the blackboard. Hopefully it'll be enough. 1, 2. I still need to find the... What else am I still missing? I'll do 2. It should be correct now. Oh wait, I have to look at the... Where's my diary? Watch out for this line. Careful with the lines. Oh, I see. So I'm supposed to match that. Oh, there's that thing. So it's supposed to look exactly like this? That is a weird sigil. So square. Damn. There. Square. And then that thing. So this is what it should look like. It's the only thing that hasn't been taught and shown in the games. That's got it. Yeah, if anything, I appreciate the tips and everything, but I'm gonna try to do the, I'm just gonna try to learn how this works, like, as best as I can. It's gonna take a moment because I also just woke up, so I'm still a little drowsy. But I appreciate it. But we still need one other thing. Oh, hello, substitute teacher. Tall woman with an unsmiling face and twitching lips stops you. I'll be your new biology teacher. Could you help me move some stuff to my new office? You know what? In this universe, we are a very good student. And if someone asks for help, let's do it. Luck check failure. The creepy substitute teacher hands you dusty old biological specimens. The rancid smells of formalin almost makes you drop the jar. Should fetuses have so many legs? Probably not, my friend. Well, there's 2 stamina right there. That's what I get for being, sounds of scissors is getting louder. Oh no, wait, what did the sounds of scissors sound like? Is it just like the kind of noise? Okay, so to remind me, I'm missing something else, right? The candles. I need the candles. More exploring. Carefully enter the biology classroom. The room seems empty at first until you switch the lights on. You gasp in horror. Lying in a pool of blood is one of the teachers with a fruit knife in their hand. There's a jar of formaldehyde on the nearest table. Mesmerized by the spiral pattern on the sea creature's skin, you step over the body and come closer, and then the voices start. Whoa. That's a weird looking specimen. Forgotten specimen. -1 reason damage. 20 power. Ah. I'm also trying to take a new hobby in drawing, and I'm slowly getting better. That's really good, Aaron. Honestly, yeah, your dinos have been getting pretty spicy. Combat. Lots of actions. So what's the low chance to hit? Base chance to hit is 60, but always guarantees. I see. So for 4 damage. Needs firearm. Prepare your attack. Time needed. So 2 damage for the kick. Attack boost has a 10% additional. So if I do this 4 times, that's the same as just preparing the attack. Spiritual actions. So let's prepare a heavy swing. How much prep time does that use? This is quite a bit, so maybe if I... That's how we'll... No. Try this. Has 6 HP left. You are forced to attack yourself. Oh no. Let's Go with it. That attack. Wait, what's that? Defeated Forgotten Specimen. +7 EXP. Ew. Not an item. Lump of flesh. Yeah, we're definitely rooting for you, Aaron. Oh, there's the candle. That's a chalk found. Holy candles found. Found the holy candles in your friend's backpack. You lit them as instructed by the notebook. Everything is ready for the ritual. We're ready. Wait. What's that? Come in! Oh. That's what you look like. Did someone ever tell you you got 4 eyes? Excuse me, lady, 1 sec. Let me just look at this lump of flesh in my hand real quick. 5 stamina. Flip this card. It's medicine. Did I have... I didn't know. I don't know how much HP I started with. I think I started with like 16 or something, right? Well, I'll use it later. While I'm fighting this lady. You take a step back as a writhing amorphous mass slowly takes shape. Soon it becomes a tall, woman-like creature with 3 faces, all connected by a wide smile. Now's your chance to fight and defeat this horror. It is also your only chance. Thanks, game. Twisted and twitching, the demon woman enters the classroom, cackling menacingly. Am I beautiful? Not like that, lady. Stop getting closer. Imagine this punk-ass kid just looking at a lump of flesh instead. Well, all I know is that this lady is ruining my school time, and time is money, so we're going to hit her really hard with a bat. Yeah. Just in case. Yeah! 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 So I'm guessing reason damage also kills me if it's all the way down, because from what I'm thinking, it sounds like I turn very, what's the word? Crazy? But not as crazy as me hitting this lady some more. Aha! Take that, foul demon. Ancient horror lies dead on the classroom floor, slowly dissolving into nothingness. You find your friend, gravely wounded but alive. You help him and you limp away from the school as the police sirens get louder. Spine-chilling story of school scissors ending A. Well, that was quick. 15 EXP. The horror is over for now. But wooden bat. Incoming doom, 4%. Your playthrough lasted 16 minutes and 31 seconds. That's not the only mystery plaguing this town. You must continue your investigation. So am I like the Ghostbusters of this town? Ah, interesting. Okay, I see. Continue. So I'm guessing that guy died? I don't know how, because I kicked her ass. Panstas. Okay, so I guess we go to this story now, right? Extracurricular. What's quick play? True chaos. This option will start a new playthrough, randomly selecting character, old god, background, and more. Oh. Interesting. Extracurricular activity. This option will prepare the standard playthrough for you, allowing you to start the game without worrying about the in-depth stuff for now. Huh. Last stand. Ooh. this the same intro? Oh, the guy I was playing as, did he die? It looked like a picture of someone, you know, when someone dies. Okay. Wait. Rapid technological progress of the modern era brings comfort, but also new unknown threats. Okay, wait, no, this is definitely the same intro. Alexandria, 48 BC. Is that where we're starting? Supposed cause of destruction of the Library of Alexandria. A perfect black marble statue has been recently rediscovered and is currently waiting in the museum of our town for its premiere. Old Gods rule. Enemies deal extra combat damage. Backstory: World of Horror. Character exclusive perk card only. Oh, I'm this chill looking gal. First time playing? Technically. Welcome and thank you for trying World of Horror, inspired by adventure games from the 80s. The visual overload may be a little disorienting in the beginning. In this short tutorial, I'll do my best to explain various elements and prepare you to fight the horrible old gods. Powell, creator of the game. Thanks, Powell. That's the main game screen. Here you will interact with your surroundings, solve mysteries, and fight enemies. This is so cute, I like these. All performed actions will be added to the log here. That's the user interface, part of the screen. Here you'll manage your inventory, cast spells, and access the game options. That's you! World of Horror has RPG elements, and your attributes are described by 6 basic stats. Move your mouse over to learn more. So, let's go through all of them. That's your stamina. It represents your physical health. Once it reaches 0, your character dies. And that's your reason. It represents your stability and will to confront. English is hard. Confront the horrors. Once it reaches 0, your character collapses and the game will end. So yeah, there are 2 different ways of health. That's strength. Thanks, game. That's dexterity. Perception. Okay, funds. Okay, that... I'm just poor. I get it now. Charisma. Knowledge. Makes sense. But do they tell you what each do? Exactly. Guess not. Doom. I wanna know what Doom is. Does that just mean like how close like that entity is or something? Before I have to fight it? Whoa. That's your inventory. You can keep up to 4 items. Click here to inspect, use, or equip anything you pick up. There are 3 equipment slots. Equipped items do not count towards the 4 item limit. A. Weapon used in combat. B and C. Trinkets and armor. Simple enough. Additional tabs will take you to your spells and current stats and options. Spells, yep. You. Oh. As you progress with your playthrough, more helpful tips will appear. Would you like to turn the combat tutorial on? They'll start during your first enemy encounter. Sure, just in case I missed anything. Your home lighthouse. Tutorial will continue during combat. I guess, let's go to the lighthouse. Why not? Doom is what can be the instant game over. Ah, so it's like a little timer. Gotcha. The ominous lighthouse has been closed down for longer than you can remember. Well, that's why we're walking in. But it's all locked. Multiple padlocks prevent you from entering the building. You need 5 keys. That's a little excessive. I wonder what this says. Enter. Okay, well, let's go home. Check your mailbox. It's empty. Someone might have left something in there. I don't know if it's alive or not. Back in your home, you think of your next move. We're not currently investigating any weird mystery. Recent newspaper clippings and notes collected in the next room should point you to the right direction. Oh, start a new mystery right there. Change clothes, take a bath, watch TV, take a peek through the peephole. Huh. I want to change clothes. Do I have anything? Stand before the mirror, wondering what outfits to wear. Where's my outfits? Teacher's pet. Gym clothes. Captain. Swim. Oh, I get a swim captain. You know what? Let's wear. Yeah, let's wear that. That's a nice movie poster. Yeah, that's what I was thinking. Those are like the instant game overs or the dooms. Damn it, on reason. Alright, let's, what does taking a bath do? Does that, like, de-stress you or something? Oh well, let's start a new mystery. Inexplicable and morbid events start plaguing your town for some time now. You've marked down 5 of them, hoping that there is something connecting them. You can tackle these 5 mysteries in any order you want. Beware, your decision will haunt you and influence yet unsolved mysteries. Oh, so whatever, yeah, that makes sense. Whatever I haven't tackled yet is still gonna be like, oh, right. Okay, I see. Here's a case of contagious coma. Rotten report of a rancid ramen. Freaky footage. Found footage. Alarming accounts of normal arms. But so since I technically did this one, is there really a reason other than ending B? Probably not, right? Okay, well, let's just go down the line. Furious coma. Oh. Bruh. Look at that face. That's the face I get when I'm trying to sleep, but I can't. Here's a case of a contagious coma. More and more people fall unconscious and cannot be awakened. People trying to wake the patients up result with them falling into a coma themselves. A whole wing of the town's hospital has been dedicated for the comatose. Is there anything connected to these people, and how did this strange illness start? Investigate this mystery. You haven't seen this one yet? Ooh. I'm excited. To advance this mystery, investigate the circled location. As you progress, the location and the rules may change. Can't investigate your home, item storage, rest. Boss doomed to enter, regain stamina. Oh, okay, so that makes perfect sense. Patient 0. Mansion, seaside, forest, village, hospital, downtown, apartments. You're already there. And school. Alright, let's go to school. Let's take a classroom. Oh, it's a cute little chibi. Is that the same thing inside? Okay. Yep, I've already read that one. Just walk by the same thing. Report mentions a patient 0. Who could they be? Investigate the village location twice to complete this quest. Also investigate that twice. There's also recruit allies, learn gossip. Study for spells. Let's learn some gossip and recruit some allies. We'll get a little bit of dooms. Alright, I don't know who... Share a creepy story. Okay, so does observe, I just like stare at him. Raiko is reading a horror manga about spirals. There's something off about them. Haru is taking his pen apart and putting it back together over and over. They look fine. Akito is staring at the clouds. They look like heads. They look fine. Joey is staring at the clouds. They look like heads. They seem relaxed. Forced to help. You seem relaxed. You wanna help me? Sorry, I don't have time for games. What? It's been so hard to get any sleep lately. Share a creepy story? You don't know any good stories to share. Well, that's rude. Would you like to join me? Give you a break? Sorry, don't have time for games. Oh. Okay, they'll help, apparently. If what you're saying is true, we have no time to lose. A new ally has joined you. Student E. Dude, this is just like the unpopular kids. They don't want to be cool and investigate ghost stories with me. Alright, we're going to this random village person I just met and talked to for the first time today. Oh, actually, downtown, apparently. Because that's where the story wants me to go. It's been almost a year since a childhood friend moved away to another city. He left suddenly without even saying goodbye. In a recent letter, he apologized for the disappearance and asked you to remove the furniture from his flat because he wants to sell it. In the envelope, you find a key to his apartment. Needs flashlight item. Sure, let's go help your friend. Strength check success. Find another letter behind a wardrobe. It explains that the reason your friend left was that the shadow people were stalking them. You shudder when you realize you haven't seen the moving company's truck driver's face. Oh, 5 XP? Well, rest in peace, friend. Yes, so this is another side quest, I'm guessing. You're investigating moving company. So, maybe we should do that and then do the story? Shop for items. I don't have much funds. Manage combat encounters, experience for more funds. Huh, so I can kind of balance that out then. Interesting. Let's go to the village. Investigating the street. A heat wave continues with record temperatures. Continuing your investigation takes more and more effort. Okay, so I take 2 damage from that. We're gonna keep investigating. Honestly, if you weren't a baby, you'd play the heck out of this game. It's so cool. Yeah, it's pretty dope so far. No one answers when you knock at Professor Takuichi's door. This is odd, since he's normally punctual about his appointments. The smell of blood tells you that something's wrong, and you quickly open the door and make your way inside. There's no sign of the professor, but the quantity of blood everywhere leaves little doubt as to what happened. How and why? It holds kindness. Garage room for useful items. Let's investigate. Knowledge check success. You notice a book lying on the floor. You pick it up and find 4 pages have been torn out. You memorize the title of the book. Why would someone take them? And what did they contain? An old man from the village hands you a package. This should help you understand the illness. +1 item. Dust of seeing. Magic powder. Momentarily renders invisible creatures partially invisible. Or partially visible. Use sets enemy power to 0. Huh. So it's a trinket. How do I equip it? Use. Effect. Trade in. This should help you. Go straight to the store. I want to sell this. Use. Oh, okay. Target enemy. Okay. Word girl ego, or student ego, allies and perks. +1 perception. Let go, talk. How do you feel about all this so far? Raka smiles faintly. Okay, well, let's continue. Investigate the hospital. I have a lot to do. As part of the therapy, some patients took part in art classes. Some of the work fills you with dread. Oh, that's rude. Some people weren't born to be artists. Just let them dream. Reiko. Got it. Got the name and address. Let's go out. Sick room. You discovered an elevator? While taking an elevator, you get a terrible feeling as if something bad is about to happen. The elevator doors open. The elevator doors open, revealing a hospital corridor. And nothing else. Definitely nothing else. Patient Zero's house seems empty. You should search it carefully. I should shop for items soon, though I don't have a weapon. All I got is my fisticuffs. The only metro line in your town connects the university and the science complex. You take a ride to gain some time, but you've got a feeling something is wrong. Where are all the people? That's true. Where are all the people? You know what? Let's take a ride. Fuck failure. Something is clearly wrong. There are no lights inside the metro car, and all you can see are countless handprints pressed onto the windows. Someone forgot to wash this metro car. That's it. I'm walking. Can't even clean up. That man dabbled in my journal, or in magic you found in a journal. Describing a certain village and instructions for a summoning ritual. It seems that he tried to contact a being from the Dream Realms. Dream Realms. Wait, does anybody have a spell? No? Down status. Oh. A feeling of paranoia and discomfort is almost palpable in the air. Okay. Let's keep investigating. Hearing footsteps, you turn around. Behind you stands a pretty woman in a sweater. Natural beauty. Yes, this is exactly what I need. You shudder seeing the weird woman reaching for her pocket and grabbing a nasty-looking knife. Pretty face. Mind if I borrow it? No, lady. During each turn, you'll build a sequence of attacks and move from the action ring B plus. You can go through here. Once you build the sequence, you launch the sequence. Okay, yeah, we already did that. Kick. Ah, take that, face woman. You didn't expect me to use my legs. Okay, with time you will discover new combat moves available through the action filter. Okay. But first you need a weapon. Find and choose an action called Look for an Improvised Weapon. Oh. Look for an improvised weapon. Pick up a randomly improvised weapon. Improv! Ask your ally to distract the enemy. If succeeded, faster combat action for the duration of this encounter. They'll lose a random ally. Hey, can you get in front of me real quick while I check for a weapon? Lower your experience by 5 and raise your chance to hit by 10%. Oh, so I could use the XP that way. Needs an equipped weapon. But that's what I'm looking for. Kick! Well, I guess one kick. Actually, how much percentage chance do I have to hit? 80%. How do I get out of one action? Oh, okay, so clear. I can't do one action, I have to... Where did my find improvise go? Improvised weapon. Let's do 2 attack boosts and a kick. Sure. Aha! Ow. Oh god, she's scratching up my face. What's my friend doing? Equip. Does that take time? No, it doesn't. Well, aspiring model, you never expected me to pull out my whatcha stick. Wait, what's that? Pick it up. Lucky earrings. Nice. We're only a little beat up. It's okay. +2 luck. Equip. Yeah, imagine being a demon from just some weird mythology, some other world, and you're like, alright, I'm gonna go take people's faces. And then you just run into this girl you're like, yeah, that's a pretty face, I'm gonna take that. And then she starts doing some stick foo at you, and you're like, oh shit, I can't handle this. You just jump back in the wormhole you came from. I can see it. Should I keep pushing on for more while I only have this much HP? I guess... You know what? Let's keep pushing on for more. What could go wrong? Not like I can die or anything, right? Right? Yes, I equipped the earrings. She had some pretty earrings. You're stopped by a masked man wearing a lab coat. Oh, good job, man. Wearing your mask. He introduces himself as a researcher from Tokyo University, testing a new treatment method that would revolutionize modern medicine. Holding out a pile of documents, he tells you he can heal your wounds for free. Just need to sign right here. Well, I mean... yeah, why not? He's wearing a mask, he's standing... I'm guessing he's standing at least 6 feet apart from me. Luck success! Later you wake up in a surgical ward. There's no sign of the doctor, but you feel healthier and notice that one of your wounds is gone without a trace. You can select one injury status and heal it for free. I can? Where do I see injury statuses? On status. You... Oh, I can level up. Time passed. Seed. You don't have enough experience? I need 100 experience. Yes, those earrings definitely came in good time. Huh. Where do I heal my injury? Maybe I just resolve the event? Rude. Didn't even heal me. Huh. Maybe I'm missing something. Reiko. Or what I also like to call Student E. Did you see him do stuff? Is it me or did it suddenly get colder? I don't know, girly. You tell me. I guess. He said he healed me. The game said he healed me. He definitely didn't heal me. I still got scars on my face. But that ain't stopping us. You've managed to sneak through the floor, avoiding the police, and finally reaching the quarantine wing, where all the coma patients were brought in, their pulses slowly weakening and the blood pressure dropping. You must hurry. Ah! Oh, that's a interesting figure. Following the old man's advice, you throw the dust of seeing in the air. It reveals weird, elongated monsters hanging from the ceiling, one above every bed. Each creature is connected to a patient with an undulating tendril. As you try to proceed or process everything, one of the disgusting creatures raises its head and looks in your direction. And then I wave and yeet myself out of here. I guess not. The creature causing the contagious coma plaguing your town has taken notice of you. You must defend yourself or perish! I'm probably gonna perish, because all I got is a stick. Didn't expect to already be fighting you guys. But, you know what? Spiritual actions? Oh. Pray. I only heal one if I do that. Part of a ritual. Most combat rituals are a bow. Oh, it's one of those. I can clap at it. Dodge. Dexterity based. Pretty good dexterity. Can't run from this encounter. Maybe I can't run from this encounter. Brace for impact. Support actions. Lowers your chance. Oh, is this like my ultimate attack right here? Alright. Alright, Reiko. You distract the prey. Succeeded faster combat actions for the duration of this encounter. That would be nice. Reiko, if you do good at distracting, I can maybe, hopefully, quite possibly kill it a little faster. And by kill it, I mean I'm just gonna kick it a couple times. Actually, let's clear. Alright. Distract. Attack boost. Double kick. Yeah. Take that. Dream Devour tries to swallow you whole. Did it work? Didn't seem like it. I think I missed. Yeah, I missed my attacks. Except for one. Alright, Reiko. You are still not... Wait, did it... I didn't see if it, Oh, she died. Well, I knew her well. Well, nothing else to do. Wait. Need to do 2 of these. And then that. Oh, -2 HP. You will die at the beginning of your next encounter. Huh. Fill the combat sequence by prime. Okay. Wait, where's my face? I'm Desperate Struggle. Doubles all damage dealt during this turn. Sure, it's not gonna do anything, but we can hope. You know, you really did try. Dream Devour melts your memories. I can't do that again, can I? Nope. At least I got my trusty stick. Rest in peace, trusty stick. Encounter was the final straw. Your mind has snapped and you've been locked up in an asylum. It'd be comforting to accept that you went insane, that no old god is waiting to devour humanity. But the drugs haven't made these horrors disappear. Rest in peace. I already forgot your name. Equipped to branch. 30 minutes. In this run, you didn't complete the mystery. You saw 7 new events. You encountered 2 new enemies, and you unlocked 3 achievements. Okay. Gotcha. Interesting. So I wasn't expecting to already run into that horror. I was thinking I still had 1 or 2 things left. But you know what? I'm gonna try that again. This time, hopefully you're not gonna die. Skip. Oh. This is new. Managed to the other dimension long time ago. Goizo has found a way to use mirrors and ensnare and teleport its prey through the glass. Glimpses of horror lurking behind your reflection are just the beginning. Okay, so let's see. Resting at home raises doom. But that's what it did in the first place, right? Okay. Nah, I don't even need to click on that, no. So this is the... That's messed up. I like the double, or I like the extra damage. Oh well. Mailbox is empty. Let's go start a mystery. And by start a mystery, I mean... Oh. These are all different. Wait, rotten, Port of Rancid Ramen, far out people appear. Horrible history of household hell. Wow, that's cool. I wasn't expecting slightly different. Okay, then let's do ramen. What's wrong with this ramen? Yeah. Rotten report of a rancid ramen. Out of thin air, a brand new ramen restaurant opens in town. It's adored by everyone. Once people take a bite, they can't stop. Day and night, the queues stretch out the door. The shambling customers stuff themselves dish after dish, while the blind owner sits silently behind the counter, grinning and polishing his gleaming knives. You are determined to discover what makes this ramen so enticing. What is its true power? Dog meat? Human flesh? Or human meat? Flesh of the gods themselves? Or just regular chicken eggs? We'll find out today. Okay. Watching the local news, you spot a familiar street. It's the feature about the newest ramen shop. The food critic has a manic look as he describes the ramen. His description makes your stomach churn. Dumpster dive. Discard 2 items cards to complete this quest. Can I discard this? Let me discard this. Man. Alright. Let's go hang about some places. I wonder if I can find another bat. Or if there's something cooler. I'm going to this mansion. Why not? Nothing's stopping me. There's a local legend about a heartbroken seamstress. One stormy night, she broke into a local inn and stitched the unsuspecting guests together. Her final, gruesome artwork. But that's just a legend, right? Rifle through the cupboard. Check out the sewing machine. Ah! Luck success. Inside the cupboard, you find a sewing kit and decide to leave the room before any legends spring to life. I got a sewing kit? Nice. It's a medicine, so 3 stamina, -1 charisma. 2 needles and a thread. Okay. If I ever get cut up again. Let's go to... We're just gonna travel to the most weird, inconspicuous places. And hopefully find some weapons. It said that a famous priest died on this rock. Perhaps his mysticism has seeped into it? It's Hermit Ally. Let's tap into his power. Touching it with your hand, you feel a newfound knowledge forming in your mind. I got a new spell. What is it? What else? Regeneration. Ooh, that sounds nice. Gain 2 stamina at the cost of 2 reason. Not bad. I like that it's balancing the reason and stamina. Now we'll go to the hospital. Walking through the crowded space, someone bumps into you and quickly apologizes. Realize what's happening. They stole your wallet! You quickly grab their arm and they drop it before disappearing into the crowd. That'll teach them for trying to steal my $4. Still haven't got anything useful though. Do have some experience I can get. Let's just go to the apartments now. Whoa! As you prepare a bath, you think about all the possible leads so far. You're very tired, so maybe ice-cold water is a good idea. You're gonna get sick if you take a cold bath. But you know what? You said it's a good idea, and we're doing it. Ice-cold water revitalizes you and you're ready for the investigation. Neighbor. Just imagine just like walking up to your neighbor. You knock on your friend's door and wait. Huh? Kana's not home. Should check back later. Kana, you cost me some doom. Yeah, but just imagine you know, knocking on your neighbor's door and going, you want to solve some horror mysteries together? I'm pretty sure they'd call the police on you. You hear rustling on the other side of your apartment door. Someone is trying to get in. Whoa! Apartment stalker! And he has 24 HP! Why? I'm going to... not dodge. I need to look for a weapon. How do I do that again? It was support. Look for improvised weapon. Hopefully there's just a gun lying here. 49.50. That's such a weird number. Wait. I always should do this first. I wish I could find the improvised weapon and then use it like right away. That would be nice. Improvised weapon. Back boost. Kick. Why is there a branch in here? You sustained a new injury, concussion. That's not good. -1 knowledge. I guess it was just meant to be. You know what, Branchy? You and me, we're going places. Because, you know, in this apartment building, there was just a branch sitting there. Wrong. Oh, actually, it'd be better if I prepare attack, strong attack, attack boost, and lunges at you with his bat. Man, he gets a bat, I get this. Which I have a bat. He's just doing the same thing. One of us is gonna fall down after this. And it's most likely gonna be me. Do I start slowly getting like better and better with my weapons? Ooh, there we go. That's a good 7 damage. Oh god, he's cutting up my face. Alright. Let's roll! Yo, I missed! Dang it. Oh, I should... just gonna... Yeah, let's do that. Wait, what's that? I got his bat. Sorry, Branch. We're not hanging out any longer. Discard 2 items. Cards. Complete this quest. Do I have anything else in my... I don't have anything else stored. Minus 1 charisma. You know what? I'm still fine. I'm not dying yet, really, even though this is as much HP as I had when I did die. Maybe if I go to downtown, let's go, let's go sell some of my experience. Just a little bit, maybe. Request more police patrols. Oh, 30 XP for 1? What are you guys, crazy? Yeah, let's go to the shop. Oh. Little doggo. Steak knife. Oh, 2 funds. That's not bad. How much damage is my bat? 4 damage, 95 speed, chance to hit 80. Chance to hit 7 is only for that one. Energy drink. 1 reason, adds a new status. Deals 4 damage to ghost type enemies. That's a cute doggy. Random discount item. Yeah, love doing them random discount items. A bottle of milk. Moo brand. You know what? Let's drink it. I'll turn it into an empty bottle. But let's actually discard it for the quest. You sneak into an alley in the dead of night, gagging. Look inside the restaurant waste. It's a vile pulp. A few chunks of meat look like promising samples. Ew. Smelly meat. Smells horrible. Inspect. What is it? Well, guess I'll be holding on to that. Let's travel to the apartments. If I get back down to 7 HP or lower, I'm going to rest. Don't want to push myself too hard again. When you stop by home to pick up your lunch, you find a pile of letters in your mailbox. Read them. Sweet! It seems that you won a small money from the lottery. Lucky you! Nice! That means I get to go see the dog again. Seems that you are not the only one wanting to try for yourself. You stand in line for hours. Your question falls on deaf ears and you're shunned. Is my neighbor back yet? Still not home. Can I open this? Oh. Okay. You know what? We're doing this all alone. The only metro line... Okay, that's still the same. This time, we know how dirty that metro line's probably gonna be. So we're just gonna walk. Walking to your destination takes precious time, so that's 1% doom. The smell around the restaurant is overpowering. Grease, rot, and... Is that blood you smell? Despite your best efforts, you feel like the neighbor is starting to change. Location threat level increases. Huh. It's finally your turn to order. 1 ramen, please. The owner's grin widens. I kind of think that this is gonna be like the fight now, so maybe let's go around and do stuff. Wait. Oh, what's their name gone forever now? Reiko? It's been so hard to sleep lately. Haru. Achi notices you and smiles. They seem relaxed. Doi is reading horror manga and about spirals. You know what? You remind me of my last assistant. You were always such a kidder. Okay, fine. Do you want to join? Sounds strange, but I believe you. Oh, so with each playthrough is a continued story until you die, but I did die. Student A. Actually, reason +1. So are they just stat boosts? Awkward student. Should probably leave her alone. I'm just gonna set up this telescope. You don't have a telescope. True. Guess I don't. Yeah, I died, remember? I kind of went in unprepared. Only had my fisticuffs. Interesting. Let's go to the seaside. Hanging out with my new friend. Military exercise makes you feel safer, but are guns enough to stop the unspeakable horrors lurking out there? +2 reason. Didn't need more reason, but hardware store. Funds, more items. Whoa. There's a shovel. 120 speed for 6 damage. Lower chance to hit though. Strength base weapon. Chance to hit 40 small. Chance of recovering lost stamina after defeating an enemy. A flashlight. Let's buy a flashlight. Just in case. Okay. Gonna investigate the hospital. And continue your investigation. Try avoiding mirrors, afraid of what could be waiting for you on the other side. Okay. Keep investigating the hospital. You enter the hospital looking for information about a certain patient. The main corridor is dark and strangely empty. Spot a nurse at the registration booth. She's asleep from exhaustion. Sneak past her. Set trash can on fire. You know, let's you know, we're gonna be nice. We'll just let her sleep and we'll try to sneak by her. Oh. You've managed to sneak past her. Unfortunately, the old cabinet squeaks loudly, waking the nurse. You're thrown out of the hospital. Man, actually, still going in there. Find yourself in an old, unused part of the hospital. Take a deep breath. The disgusting smell of thawed remains still lingers in the room. It used to be the hospital's mortuary, where doctors determine the cause of death. Pull the cloth off the dissection table. Search the cabinet, check out the freezer. Pull the cloth. Oh, charisma check. That's my first one. Thing is not what you think it is. You slowly pull off the cloth, revealing an old anatomy mannequin. That was probably used as an anatomy class aid. You breathe a sigh of relief. I'm just trying to get to level 2 before we start fighting. I think I can do that right before the Dooms goes all the way. Because you get a very small amount of EXP every time you move around. You discover an old campsite located on the edge of a small clearing. The tent has been knocked down and the food and utensils have been scattered everywhere. Search the tent, investigate grounds for clues. Let's investigate. Perception check. Aha! Flashlight came in handy. Footprints and tracks suggest the fight. The owner of the tent must have been dragged by 2 unknown attackers back into the woods. Let's keep investigating. While wandering through the woods, you discover a strange carving on one of the trees, and by the look of them, they were made recently. Could they be connected with the current mystery? Needs a camera. Knowledge check failure. You can't tell what the strange symbols mean wandering aimlessly in this forest. It will take some time before you pick up the trail again. Didn't really do too much for me there. A suspicious group you've been following is gathered in a nearby forest. They're enacting some sort of ritual in a clearing up ahead. The only nearby vantage point is a large rock. Have to climb it? Ah, damn. Strength check failure. You fall down and injure yourself. Luckily, you managed to limp away unnoticed. I'll take that as a sign of good faith that I should travel home and rest. Whoa! Why would you have a poster like that? Swallow the painkillers you set on the couch and read your favorite book. +2 stamina and reason. Time flies by so fast you prepare yourself to leave and continue your long investigation. Oh, I don't get that much HP back. I guess I should... I'll use this. Ouch. I have $3 left, why not? Hello, doggy. So, 2 flashlights. Slot C item. Experience for each investigation location. Yes, please. I like that. We're gonna keep investigating the forest because it seemed like something was there. What splash behind you makes you stop. You slowly turn around and see a young girl slowly walking in your direction. In her eyeball, there's a swarm of disgusting worms. One of them falls to the floor with a wet splash. Ew. Is that Reiko? I'm sorry. I wasn't expecting you to just die instantly. Let's, I'm gonna prepare for that strong attack. Yeah. Take this, Reiko. Okay. Ew. Reaches into her eye socket. That's gross. Hopefully, this'll finish you off. Yeah. Easy peasy. That's why I kicked you out of my party. New achievement unlocked. At least I didn't really lose too much from that. It's 2 HP. Oh yeah, I do have that spell. I do have a bunch of reason. Where's the spells? 2 stamina for 2 reason. Let's cast this spell. Useful. I'll do it one more time if I can. One more time. I wish I could do that. Get rid of some of my sanity for this possibility. The town's docks are a mix of modern warehouses, small shops, and bars where the alternative crowd gathers. An ancient wooden temple occupies a small hill. at the town center. Recruit allies, fight the temple. Look for a warehouse job. Darn. At least they gave me $1. There's always a job for a person like you. You help with unpacking the fish. The stench is unbearable, but you earn some good money. Okay, so I can work in that. It's nice. Something gigantic and invisible leaves a deep void in the sea. It's not moving, but you swear it's watching you. Ooh, lost some reason from that. But I'm almost level 2. So we just gotta keep pushing through. Investigate school. You stumble upon the computer room. This is a good opportunity to check the school's database to look for anything that might help your investigation. Sure. Oh god, I'm slowly starting to lose reason. That's no good. We've discovered a park guest. What's a park guest? Enemy? World of Horror base game. Oh. I'm glad that all they did was walk up and go, hey. And now we just continue on like nothing happened. Whoa! Art room. Enter the art classroom. The room is cluttered with half-finished sculptures and bizarre masks hanging on the wall. One sculpture strikes you as eerily realistic. Check out the masks. One mask looks similar to the design you once saw in an occult book. You decide to take it with you. Ooh. Huh. Faster spiritual actions. I don't have any spiritual actions. Yeah. Looking good. Okay. So, still making good times on Doom. The reflection twists and shimmers when you're not looking at it directly. Quizzo is getting closer. Plus curse. What's plus curse? We'll find out eventually. Suicidal? Chance of losing stamina each time you lose reason. Oh god! This is terrible. I don't know how well this run is going. Dark forces scheme against you. You don't know who you can trust anymore. Maybe holes. Each day more holes appear? Well, maybe the mask is not a good thing. But I'm gonna keep wearing it. I just need to go to one more place. We're going back to the forest. A sudden storm forces you to find shelter in a nearby cave. Looking around, you discover strange markings on the cave walls. Let's use my flashlight. Oh nice, I got a spell. The flashlight's beam reveals additional symbols hidden in the shadows. They help you interpret the spell instructions drawn on the cave's wall. Multiply wound. Deals damage to an enemy which increases the lower your stamina is. Oh. That's my ultimate no you move. Level up. Level up. Level up. Level up. Oh, available perks. Running shoes. You know what? Discipline. You advance to the next experience level. Choose one perk and one stat upgrade. You gain 1 stamina for all past event skill checks. That's useful. Smaller doom penalties from running from combat. 1 walk attuned with the natural rhythm of life. That sounds useful because I think I can deal with that. Let's do plus. What's my stats spread? Knowledge, strength. Let's just keep going with what I'm good at. Okay, I can't choose one of those. Nice. Now it's finally my time to order something. Hello, do you like my mask? The investigation is starting to take a toll on your health. Feel like you're about to fall asleep, standing up. How do you address your weakness? Buy coffee. Buy coffee. -1 fact. This double frappe macchiato is a nice pick-me-up. We're gonna keep going. Walking through the park, you find a little girl crying alone in the playground. When you ask what's wrong, she says that she can't find her mommy. Luckily, you spot the girl's address on a backpack lying nearby. We'll take you home. You offer to take her home. When you get there, the terrified mother slams the door in your face. From behind the door, she starts screaming to get the girl away. The little girl calmly tells you that she can take it from here. Oh! Yeah. You can... Good job, little lady. With a slick hand, you fill the vial with soup and walk out, without tasting the weird dish. Forgot to read the top part. With pulling of some delicate strings, you get the ramen into a lab. While handing over this gathered materials, you hesitate. What should you send to the laboratory? Let's send both. You look at the charts and cannot believe your eyes. While the standard test didn't detect anything weird, adding drops of human blood revealed something horrible. Whatever this thing is made of, it's alive, beating a soft pulse against glass. Your friend leaves you with the papers, muttering an excuse and preparing to flee town to the next train. Am I about to fight the ramen? Prepare for a fight. You march down to the Eldritch restaurant. However, you find no Eldritch horror to duel. Instead, you're shocked to find nothing but a gap in the streets. You ignore the distraught customers still lining up where they remember the entrance. Investigating the grounds, you see something glisten where the kitchen used to be. Cautiously, you look at the chunk of meat and then jump back with a yell as it flexes its open and weary eye, grins and wanders off on stubby black claws. You walk home, shaken. In your head, you hear the weird ramen breathing in its bowl. You only stop to throw up on the street. Rotten report of rancid ramen. A. Ending A. Rewards for solving this mystery? Knowledge is key, 30 XP. Through investigation, plus 15. There's still hope, 3% doom. Time passes, plus 1 day. Holes, more holes are spreading on your body. That's not good. Nice. Well, finish that. The old gods stir. I'm also dying. Because I'm like getting super injured. Oh. Almost leveled up again. Nice. A weird epidemic keeps staff at the hospital busy. Skipping the line will cost you more. Okay. So Doom stays with progress. That could be bad. Inside your mailbox, you find a small key. What is it doing here? Got a small key. I'm guessing it's for the lighthouse. Let's take a bath. The shower will help you calm down and do wonders for your sore muscles. What temperature should you set it on? Cold water, extra reason gain, small EXP boost for warm water, extra stamina regained. This action requires the empty bottle. Let's get some reason, because I'm dying from lack of reason. Change my clothes. Okay, don't got anything new. I was really hoping. Take a peek through the peephole. Someone is standing in the shadow watching your door. Only a little creepy. Watch TV. Some of our readers report a strange tall man dressed in white taking the metro after dark, apparently stalking lone passengers. Please take care and avoid traveling alone. Well, let's start a new mystery. Macabre memoir of morbid mermaids, eerie episode of evolving eels, horrible history of household hell, and a far-out fable of the Fear Festival. Let's do the Fear Festival. Your aunt had sent you a letter inviting you for a curious-sounding festival. It's held every 27 years in a small village. You don't like the sound of it, but your parents both agree. You need a break from all the stress. Inside the letter, there's a bus ticket. What's the worst thing that could happen? You ask yourself as you board the bus. Today's goal, explore the weird village. Just when you thought your stomach couldn't handle it anymore, the janky old bus stops at its destination. You get up and take a deep breath before looking around. It's a small village and the nearby fields are surrounded by a thick forest. Is waiting for you? A fat man is wearing a dusty overalls approaches you. It's the inn owner who promises to pick you up. Following close behind him, your eyes are drawn to his hands, which are deformed. They resemble claws more than hands. They're not fishy at all. Your group has arrived in the village and is currently unpacking at the inn, giving you some time to explore. The festival begins at evening. To progress this mystery, choose actions that will advance the clock, as you'll learn about the terrible secret of this village. More actions will unlock. I see. Skip time! Check out the inn. This is a free action. The inn's room is dusty, like it hasn't been seen any visitors in years. You wonder if anyone's cleaned it since the last festival 27 years ago. There's a folder available of activities lying on the table. Relax a bit. Nonsense sounds good. Hot springs feel great. Finally, you can relax a bit and enjoy the warm weather. Festival grounds is now open for visitors. Maybe you should check it out. I want to explore the village. Oh yeah, you're still with me. As you walk through the village, crops waver in the breeze, following your every movement. -2 reason. Well, what does that have to do with my reason? I'm gonna die from reason loss. Let's keep exploring the village. Because nothing ventured, nothing gained. An old priest is performing a ritual to appease a local demon imprisoned in the ground. You're invited to join him. That's so nice of them. What did I expect? Distracted by a huge man wearing a demon mask, you have trouble following the intricate pattern of steps, bows, and claps. This ritual is a disaster. Alright, learn about the festival itself. Weird sound wakes you up. You step closer to the window and look out. You can't see anything and get ready to go back to bed when suddenly the moon comes from behind the thick clouds. 3 hooded figures are standing at the forest's edge. One by one, they light their torches and disappear behind the trees. What's that about? Who are they? They all wore strange masks. As strange as mine? Did you follow them into the forest or try to find more information about the... I can't see that. Festival, I'm guessing. Continue. I'm following them into the forest! That's what I do. Follow strange people into a forest. Following a trail of rotten fruit, you stumble on a small forest shrine. It's probably dedicated to some local spirit. A small statue looks alien and menacing. That's alien and menacing? I guess so. Take this! You topple an evil-looking statue. Discover a bundle of money beneath it. Nice! Destroying the establishment gets you money. Just remember that. The investigation is taking a toll on you. You start to miss the most obvious leads. Oh no. Someone's watching you from behind the tree. Keep going. A shape shimmers beneath the surface. With a splashy sound, something emerges from the murky depths! It's... Apple's Strudel Chan. Oh, they're supposed to be leeches. That looks a little weird. But, take this, Apple Strudel Leech Chan. Nice. Now I just gotta hit you with a good old classic attack. Nice. Easy. But didn't even drop anything. Apple what? They kind of look like Apple Strudel. You know, like the lines and everything. Going back to your inn, you overhear two masked villagers. They're talking about something awakening up at the next dawn. You wonder what's up with that. It's not safe here. You decide to block entrance to your room with a nightstand. A festival is ending tomorrow and you can't be too careful. I'm going to investigate the village a little bit more. We just need to investigate twice. You encountered an amateur priest. An old man stops you and invites you into his house. You follow reluctantly, only to be amazed by the number of dusty old sorcery books inside. I can teach you a thing or two about magic, he says. Don't worry about payment. I'm sure we'll work it out in the future. Sure. Park ranger. Oh god. It was a complete waste of time. The senile old man was a bore and had nothing interesting to say. One time, when I was younger, I knew this one spell. It was called, regeneration. I already know that. Well, let me try to teach it to you again. How did it go again? And that's when I walked away. Walking through the crowd space, someone bumps into you and quickly apologizes. My money! I just earned that by destroying a random thing outside. My wallet's missing. Good thing I only was carrying my $2. Okay, let's level up again. Fast swimmer. Faster offensive actions. Ooh. +1 knowledge, +1 luck. Let's faster offensive. And then what's my stats again? 8, 8, 7. These suck. More strength. So the ally is literally just a free stat check. That's interesting. I thought they'd be able to help me. Do I have anything else? I guess this is the best I could do. I don't have it. I need to go to the festival. Is that blood? Where is everybody? I knew that old man was just trying to keep me. Today's goal, find the missing people. Trail of blood and sickly smelling sludge leads to an outskirt of the village. Somewhere in the dark forest, there's an answer waiting for you. Whoa, this is like a face. Interesting. 4 actions until sunrise. You start to recognize some of the paths and rocks you've seen earlier. Rest at camp. You know what? Let's rest at camp. But should you be resting? Okay, that's rude. Fine, we'll explore it. We'll have it your way. A parasitic organism burrows under the bark, undulating slowly. Investigate. Knowledge check. Failure. The bark is flabby and sticky. It makes you recoil in horror. That's not good. I'm gonna rest again. I know Doom is getting closer, but not much else I can really do. You have a feeling that you're being watched, and when you hear a branch snapping, you quickly turn around. There is someone standing in the trees just a few meters away. He's Ryoko. Hi. Start running! Strength failure! You trip on a root and injure your ankle badly. As you limp away, there's no trace of the strange person. Man, my skill checks are awful right now. An abandoned factory. This must be the place where they took everyone. Oh, hey! I like his mask. Looks familiar. While exploring the factory, you are caught by masked people you've seen from the inn's window. Tied up, they bring you to the cult leader. We know you'd come. Oh, you hear in a raspy voice. My aunt's voice! I knew this mask was... I can't believe they have the same masks. Coming from behind the priest's weird mask, he signals towards the door behind him. Our master is waiting for a final blood sacrifice. As we all turn to Hachi. Ow! Hey, I'm missing stuff. Ow! Hachi, get out of here! Seriously, I missed that all. Oh. Am I dead? Why couldn't we sacrifice Hachi? Okay, I don't know what happened, but that missed it. I think I missed a lot. Oh, you couldn't catch the leader of the cult to interrogate them. The people are safe. I'm amazing. You board the old house, wondering what would have happened if you didn't stop the ritual in time. Oh, well, at least we got that. 30 XP, 15 XP, minus 3% Doom. Time passes. One day. More holes are in my body. I'm slowly dying. The friendly dog disappeared last night. You will have to find a new place for... No! I like the dog. Man. Got another key. Back in my home. Well, I don't really have time for anything else. Let's see. 68%. Let's go check out a new mystery. Let's do, Horrible History of Household Hell. I'm just gonna keep doing, like, the main story stuff for this one. And hopefully the Doom meter doesn't go all the way. Horrible History of Household Hell. There are many old mansions around this town. What is that supposed to be? Oh! Manor is one of them. What is that, 000? Supposedly haunted by the family of 4 who disappeared without a trace one summer. But is it the only tragic event that took place here? Investigate. I'm gonna investigate. Come. I already forgot your name, Hachi. Hearing footsteps behind you, you realize you are not the only student here. A girl wearing a demon's mask starts giggling as she's getting closer. Is it me? Man, you're not cool. I can do 2 strong attacks now. Wait, I can do strong attack. Attack boost, strong attack? No, 2 attack boosts. Nice. You didn't expect to get swung like that, did ya? Destroyed. You defeated the young witch for 6 EXP. She dropped a steak knife. Yeah, she really didn't expect to be like... Or just imagine being this girl demon that's just like, I'm gonna follow her. She's got a baseball bat, and then she just get clocked in the head twice. You just fall on the floor with your steak knife. The building was supposed to be somewhere near the cliffs. You copy the mansion's photo from the newspaper and prepare to leave. Okay. Suddenly, an empty bottle breaks on the wall behind you. You cover yourself from the glass fragments and notice a mass assailant holding a baseball bat. Oh, you want to play... Are you... Okay? You want to play baseball together? We're gonna play some baseball together. Take this, a call you wannabe. Ow. What do you do reason damage to? Clocking me in the head and stuff. Yeah, don't miss. Yeah. I even took your prescription. Now you'll never know what medicines you need. I think that's how that works, right? Where can you fill a prescription like this? Can I go to the... Okay, there's no like clinic or anything. Can I just go to the hospital? I'm gonna go to the hospital real quick and see if I can fill this prescription. Hello, I have this prescription. Of course, you just give me 5% doom for walking here. Man, I'm gonna turn crazy from my reason. Okay, we're going to the seaside. Comparing different mansions with the sketch, you finally find the one. There's only one problem. You will need a strong rope to enter the mansion through the high window. I have a rope. Let's go to the item store. There's a rope here. Can of acid. You have a can of acid, but you don't have a rope? Ugh. Fine. We'll just go without the rope. Ocean is hungry. You're stopped by a person with a knife. They look incredibly sad. It wants me, but I'm afraid I'm too much of a coward to do it myself. Can you help me? I'll talk you out of it. I shouldn't have. My charisma's bad. Well, unable to convince the person, you close your eyes and they jump off the cliff. Well, at least the ocean's not going to be hungry anymore, I guess. Hopefully. Go to the mansion with my one reason. I don't have anything to, like, fix that up. Oh. There you go. -2 reason anyways. Corpses are strung up on a wire like macabre marionettes with painted smiles and rosy cheeks. I'm glad this is what I keep running into. Warning, you will die at the beginning of your next encounter. You've heard a weird noise coming from the locked study. You must find the key. Do I have anything that I can do? Probably not. I'm gonna investigate this room. I knew you well, Hachi. Yep. I went crazy again. You've perished at level 3. Difficulty level cultists. Played for 52. Not bad. Managed to solve 2 mysteries. Saw 34 events and 5 new enemies. You unlocked 2 new achievements. Nice. Well, that was fun. What time is it? 5:52? Yeah, I just kept getting bad checks after bad checks. But that was actually super fun. I think I'm gonna play this again on stream eventually. I don't know if I'm gonna do it tomorrow or some other time, but I'll figure it out. It's almost 6 o'clock, so I should be ending. I just wanted to do a short stream. But hey, thanks everyone for joining in. Yeah, I'm calling it good here. I didn't want to go too long because I know we're gonna do our Jackbox thing in a couple hours. I still need to eat. I just pretty much woke up and started this up. So yeah, I'll continue later. If anything, if I'm feeling up for it, I'm not tired, I'll continue this after, let me see, after we do our Jackbox and stuff later. Because I like this. It's super fun. I love these, like, these kind of, I don't know how you explain it. These RPGs that you can fail at. Kind of like, there's a word for it that I'm just forgetting. Kind of like a roguelike, I guess you could say. But yeah, we'll continue on. I'll let everyone know if I'm gonna play some more later tonight, or if anything, I'll try to do it like tomorrow night. Cause yeah, I wanna keep jumping into some more of this. This is nice. So I'll catch you guys either later tonight or maybe tomorrow, maybe the next day. We'll see. Alright, and I know Suki's gonna be streaming soon, so if you guys are in here, she should be getting ready eventually. And we're also gonna be having a streamer's Jackbox, so that's gonna be super fun with voice chat and everything. I'll catch you all later. Bye!